Your eyes do not deceive you. Back-to-back NBL Live. So good to be back with you. As I was going to say as always, but not so much recently. It is good to be back with the NBL Live pregame show, brought to you each and every week by our merchandise sponsor. It is CFN Clothing. Make sure you check them out, cfnclothing.com. Click on the NBL tab, or you can go over to 365.maddenbarberleague.com and click on the merchandise tab. You can see the brand new Legacy line of clothing. I'm wearing one of those shirts right now. Super comfortable, high-quality merchandise. Make sure you check them out and support the NBL Network. So happy to have you guys along with us for NBL Live broadcast 323 here on the NBL Network. I'm Nick Mazesco, your NBL Network Director. Joining me as always, it is the commissioner of the NBL, Bomber. Bomber, it's week 17, last chance for a lot of these teams to get those marquee wins. And, you know, we get to also take a look at the other side of the spectrum, which is we're finally starting to see that NBL draft order for the rookie draft for season 44 come into focus.
Yeah, if you're in Grid and NBL, tag everybody in the NBL and Grid. Let them know we are live right now as we're going to get into a couple games tonight. But yeah, the draft order is already starting to find its space in the GroupMe chat, but also San Francisco 49ers, Los Angeles Rams. This has a big indication on those top 5 picks. Both of these teams projected to be, I think, 2 and 4 right now. So this is a big opportunity for one of these teams to come away with the win and really screw up their draft spot.
I guess that's really ruin the tank. Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably looking for a tie, honestly, just to keep it as is. That'll probably work itself out better for both of these teams. But all jokes aside, we also have a big game between Tennessee and Cincinnati. Cincinnati's been strong as of late in the last couple seasons. And Tennessee's looking to win and solidify themselves as the 5th seed there in the AFC wildcard.
Well, let's get right to it. Let's take a look to our players to watch for today's NBL Live Super Show. Let's start off with that game between the Titans and the Bengals. And for the Tennessee Titans, Jimmy Harold has been a revelation at the running back position. A team who's been using Derrick Henry. They've brought in some other backs over the years to maybe try and get that running game going. But Jimmy Harold, 1,000-yard rusher on 222 carries, 11 touchdowns, but only put the ball on the ground 2 times. And Bomber, I think a lot of the reason why this Titans team has been successful this year and are sitting in the 5 spot in the AFC is because they have found balance and haven't had to put it all on Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, you look at the halfback production. We talk about Harold for the Tennessee Titans. He's been a straight-up stud for this team. I mean, he's just added another dynamic to a team that's really developing on the defensive side of the ball. Defensively, they rank 7th against the pass, 17th against the rush, 12th in points allowed. That is a much improved Tennessee Titans defense than we've seen over the last couple years. They're sitting at 84 overall as a team, but like you said, 5 yards per carry with Harold. 11 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. Jimmy's getting it done, especially as a 22-year-old rookie out of Boston College. You know, you select him with the 8th overall pick. You got high hopes, and lately he's been coming on big, especially showcasing his talents. Week 13, 25 attempts, 151 yards against Oakland, and recently, as of week 16, against a very tough Indianapolis Colts team, he went 15 carries, 106 yards, and a touchdown. So this guy's been rocking and rolling as of late, and they're going to try to keep that momentum going as they surge towards the playoffs.
Big shout out to Spongy with the 13 months of subscribing. On the flip side, the Cincinnati Bengals, who have had a really nice season, sitting there at 8-7, just on the outside looking in. I don't know if they technically have a shot to get in the playoffs. It depends on tiebreakers and what the New York Jets do in Week 17. But this season has been nothing to shake a stick at, and a lot of that due to Andy Isabella. 72 receptions, 1,000-yard receiver, 1,100 yards and change, 6 touchdowns. And the big thing, Bombers, this Bengals team just hasn't turned the ball over as much, and they've been able to win games inside the AFC North.
Yeah, I like the Cincinnati Bengals. I think this is a fast and furious defense. They're going to get you a lot of sacks, a lot of corner blitzes coming from this team. Most improved is their passing attack. I mean, we talk about Andy Isabella coming over from the Arizona Cardinals, 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns. John Ross, another speed demon, 49 catches, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. I think they can compete with this team, but they're going to need a little bit more than just speed to kind of get over the hump against the better users and teams in the NBL. And the rushing attack needs to show some form of life, as Joe Mixon has just accumulated not a good season. I mean, it has just not been anything impressive. They're 31st in the rush. He only has 595 rushing yards and 9 touchdowns, and you don't see anybody else on this list. He's been their 3-down back with 136 attempts, but Will Grier has kind of been the hero for this team. Over 4,000 yards passing, 33 touchdowns, and he's hit Andy Isabella on about 25% of his yards. So let's see if they can connect tonight and have a big game and maybe play spoiler against this Tennessee Titans team.
And now listen, we're not saying Will Grier was worth the number 2 overall pick
No,
that
absolutely
traded,
not.
but
no.
Since he got traded, his first season in Cincinnati, his quarterback rating was 80.9, went up to 93.9 last season. Now this season, 106. So certainly improvement at the quarterback position. Now, our other game, we got the Rams taking on the Niners in the NFC West, and this is the battle for the bottom. See who's going to hurt their draft position with a win today. Let's start out with the Los Angeles Rams, and no surprise, the Rams leading receiver, Brandon Cooks. A lot of speed out there, 52 receptions, 902 yards, and 6 touchdowns on the year. But Bomber, this Rams team, it has been a struggle. Listen, they're going to have another early pick in the draft. How far away is this team from being a competitive force in the NFC?
Well, first of all, I want to give a shout out to Wint Goat in the building right now saying Bomber eats yarn. I don't even know how to respond to that.
I can confirm. That is a confirmed fact.
And I'm going to shout out my man Porter right now because this is one of the things he always does to me when something is said that is absolute truth. So you said the Los Angeles Rams are what? What are they doing?
I mean, is this Rams team? I mean, they're 2-13. Is this team going to improve? Is this a team that is close to competing, or are we looking 3-4 seasons before they have the pieces to compete?
All right, and Porter will respond to that. He just go, AKA meaning no. No, this team is a far and few. They're far and few between wins right now. It's just not going to happen for this team. And I don't see anything really changing unless they really hit in the draft. They probably got to hit in this draft. And I'm not talking about their first round pick, their second round pick, Nick. I need to see that third, fourth, and fifth just come on strong. I need to see 4 starters come out of this rookie draft upcoming for the Rams. And then they could be right back in it to win it. But as of right now, this is a depleted, morale's low, team chemistry on an absolute low right now, and you got Aaron Donald and Todd Gurley, a lot of talent there, and we haven't heard any moves about them trying to trade any of those guys, so they're kind of staying put, and they're continuing to lose, and that's just a recipe for disaster if you're a Los Angeles Rams NBL fan.
On the flip side, a team who is technically 1 win better than the 2-win Los Angeles Rams. It is the 3-win San Francisco 49ers. George Kittle, no surprise. Big target for the 49ers. 938 yards, 7 touchdowns. The X factor on offense. But, man, the problem in San Francisco, it has been the quarterback position, Bomber. They have run with 3 quarterbacks this year. Derek Carr, Mason Rudolph, and Wade Woods. And it doesn't appear that either of those 3 have been the answer.
No, San Francisco is another team that's in need of a quarterback. Expect them to make a big-time move in the draft. I think they're currently sitting at about 4. Maybe they're going to look to leapfrog up to 1 to 2. They're going to make some moves because they do need a quarterback. This is a talented team as well. You want to talk about their top players, George Kittle, DeForest Buckner, Nick Bosa, Sony Michel, Mike McGlinchey. They have a lot of talent on this team, especially on the defensive side of the ball. You also find the 7th overall pick in the NBL Season 41 rookie draft, Irvin Kelly, big-time pass rusher. We'll get to see him tonight, see if he can make some plays. They have some talent and speed in the secondary. These are 2 teams that are just really missing a quarterback, and as it was brought up in the chat, Eric G said, man, I think the Rams will be all right if they get a quarterback. I feel the same about the San Francisco 49ers.
Are about ready to send it to our games. As always, guys, am I the guy who got blown out by Siwoo? No, I'm not. Some Ryan Tripp asked me, "Are you the guy who got blown out by Siwoo?" No. I mean, I've lost lots of games.
Interaction with that dude,
but no,
right?
Before we get to our games, we got to get our predictions, guys. Don't forget, head over to 365.maddenbomberleague.com. Check out the league and to apply if you're interested in being in the NBL. Bomber, let's start out with that game between the Titans and the Bengals. A game that in past years we might have automatically given it to the Titans because the Bengals have been, a dumpster fire for the first couple seasons, but they're much improved this year. Will Grier is playing well. Do they have a chance to upset the Tennessee Titans sitting in that 5 spot?
Man, they're at home too, week 17.
Yes, Wint Goat. I am the guy who got blown out by Bomber. Yes, I can confirm that.
Look, Eric G, Brad, there might be a little bit of history here in the sense of Eric G maybe doesn't like Brad as much as Brad likes Eric G, but Brad doesn't know it, but now he does. So I might have added more fuel to the fire here that potentially he didn't know existed. I want to go with my division mate, Eric G. Obviously, Eric G fan club. You know, we always try to take care of the kid. But, man, I think the Bengals do it. I think they're going to get a lot of pressure today. It's going to be really close early and maybe a turnover here or there, especially the way that the Titans struggled against the Colts. I'm going to go Bengals 23, Titans 20. And my heart wants to go Titans, but my head's saying the Cincinnati Bengals. I got them. Who do you got, OSU?
I got to go with the Eric G fan club. I got Eric G 99-0. That's how
Man,
much
you really
love.
just undercut me even
I
more
really
there.
100% did.
Oh
By the way,
God.
Wintgoat
He's gonna
says,
be so
geez,
mad at me.
imagine losing to a guy that eats yarn. Wintgoat, I eat everything, so it really isn't that embarrassing. On the flip side, Battle of the Basement, it is the Rams taking on the Niners. Who you got in that one?
This is going to be a toss-up. I don't think either one of these teams really want to win this game. It doesn't
But
do anything really well.
If I set the over-under of turnovers combined at 5.5, what you taking?
I'm going over 100%. I could, if you would have said 6.5, I really would have had to think about it, and I might have even said over. But I'm definitely taking 5.5 as an over. I think the Rams win because Serb just doesn't know how to get out of his own way. He's going to come out on NBL Live, broadcast 323, and what's he going to try to do? Show out. They call him Show Out Serp. He's going to try to get it done. I got the Rams 27, the 49ers 17 tonight. And who do you got? Who you got in that game? You got to be with me on this one.
Yeah,
Serp is definitely coming out swinging.
Yeah, I got you. I got Serp in that one. Yeah, I got Rams in that one. We are ready to get this bad boy going. You can hear the clicking of the ready up, so let's get right to it. A regular old NBL Live, and we got Week 17 action coming up next. It is the Titans taking on the Bengals and the Rams taking on the Niners. Let's finish out this regular season strong with another episode of NBL Live.
I just want to say, hey, man, this is T.O., the cover athlete of the Madden 19 Hall of Fame edition, and you're watching the gold standard of the franchise mode, the NBL Network. Holla.
Yes, it is true. We've got an NBL Live Super Show. It is NBL Live Broadcast 323 here on the NBL Network, and we got 2 Week 17 games, final games of the regular season for all of these teams, but final games of this actual season for probably 3 of them. On the left side of your screen is the Titans taking on the Bengals. On the right side of your screen is the Rams taking on the Niners. I am Nick Mazesco, your NBL Network Director. Joining me as always, the Commissioner of the NBL. It is Bomber. This is
we
weird.
got sound.
We got sound.
Eric G's got a sound on
Eric
today.
G
I mean,
got
that's a
the
win.
volume turned up on his Xbox.
Nice.
It's weird, and we got back-to-back days with NBL Live. This is uncharted territory over the last 2 months.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, maybe for the better though. You know, just a little bit of a NBL Live break, and now we're back strong. Finish out this cycle.
We gotta make people want it a little more.
Huh?
We gotta make people want it.
Yeah. You gotta. It's all about elasticity for our business guys out there. What is the maximum you can put out and still create the highest demand? And that's what we're trying to do here on NBL Live. Don't forget, building the franchise. We are going to follow the Green Bay Packers. We have been following the Green Bay Packers on their winning ways. They're going to be in the playoffs. Episode 4 is going to take us to the wild card spot, and we'll have that game live broadcast on here as well.
Should be a great episode of Building the Franchise. Right side of your screen, second and 1. Handoff to Matt Breida for the 49ers, and that goes nowhere. In fact, it goes backwards 4 yards and sets him back to a 3rd and 5, just as you expected. Second down and 3 on the left side of your screen for the Tennessee Titans in those throwback Houston Oilers uniforms. Handoff left side. It's going to be a first down on the ground for the Tennessee Titans. That was Jackson taking the carry and picking it up.
Yeah, we talk a lot about Jimmy Harold. Obviously, 222 carries. He's the bell cow for the Tennessee Titans, but don't sleep on Justin Jackson.
All right, well, we've already got a turnover, so that 5.5 ain't looking good. On the right
Oh,
side
yeah,
of
it's
the screen.
over. I told you, if you would have said 6.5, Nick, I still think I'm leaning over. You would have had to have gone to 8.5 for me to go, yeah, it's probably going to be under.
I could be wrong. As Mariota's looking at that corner out, he's got a man wide open to the 30, 25, 20, 15, inside the 10-yard line. Mariota with a nice little corner out to the tight end. I could be wrong. Jimmy Harold went down. He got dinged up in that game yesterday.
Oh, is he out?
I don't know if he's out. But
oh, he's in there right now.
Okay,
Jimmy
good.
Harold's in
I know he
there.
got dinged up, and I know I was looking for it yesterday, but we had a lot going on with the Madden live stream. So, little bubble screen and some great blocking, and let's walk into the end zone. Why not? Touchdown for Eric G. and the Houston Oil. Oh, wait, hold on. That's the Tennessee Titans up 6-0.
Too easy peasy there for the Tennessee Titans on that drive. A lot of runs. They did some dual halfback sets with Justin Jackson. He's averaging 5.6 yards per carry on just 22 attempts and 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry buried deep in the bench of Tennessee right now. 12 carries, 57 yards, but he's straight out balling in the NFL right now. Is anybody going to be able to stop this guy? Is this guy going to be a 99 in Madden 21, Nick?
He might. He might.
I mean, he might. I mean, you're talking about a guy that's got power, and he looks light on his feet. He's got that nimble ability to just kind of just twinkle toes his way to the outside. And
he doesn't have my 40 speed, but he's pretty good.
No, well, of course. I mean, the only person who did was Leon Sandcastle, a.k.a. Deion Sanders. He ain't playing anymore.
We're here 1st and 10 for the Los Angeles Rams. It's going to be Todd Gurley around the outside. Look at him absolutely bully the San Francisco defense, showing off that arm bar. Man, hasn't called out an arm bar in quite a while. Todd Gurley gets 6.
And just puts his stiff arm right into the face of Quan Alexander, and he just eats dirt at the end of that. That's just a nice run there for Todd Gurley.
Did Gurley slow down because he wanted to make sure he was stiff-arming somebody? Like, he didn't even try to get around the edge. He's like, I'm going to make Quan Alexander look silly with his stiff arm. 2nd down and 4. Pistol formation, Kirk Cousins at the helm for the Los Angeles Rams. He's going to split Gerald Everett out to the right side, putting a 3-wide set, Gurley in the backfield. And on 2nd down and 4, Cousins drops back. Quick throw to the corner route. That's Tyler Higbee with the catch, the man who ruined my fantasy life, to the 14-yard line.
I remember that car ride. You know, Higbee got a lot of trash catches in that last game.
Yeah, he did!
Our fantasy football.
They need to quit fantasy football forever. Until I'll join it next year. 1st and 10, handoff to Gurley, right side. A lot of red jerseys over there. Going to find nothing.
A little handoff there to Todd Gurley. You're probably wondering, who's that quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams? Where's Jared Goff? Jared Goff's in Oakland. They decided not to sign him when his contract came up, and you think they've been regretting that since they decided we'll pass on him. And then they dabbled in Matt Stafford, now with Kirk Cousins, and it's just gone from bad to worse here for the Los Angeles Rams.
2nd down and 10 for the Los Angeles Rams. It's Kirk Cousins. He's going to step to the right side, waiting, looking, waiting, and he will take off. Picks up 3 yards on the ground. Good coverage downfield. Boy, you don't like to see that quick slants call from 14 yards out.
Yeah, it's going to be tight. If you don't hit on the first window, you're kind of SOL as far as trying to get rid of the ball early. And right there, Kirk Cousins just runs to the sideline, maybe picks up 2, and then takes a hit out of bounds. So probably not the best play call there for the Los Angeles Rams, especially when you have Todd Gurley in your backfield.
3rd and 8. Cooper Kupp's going to go to the left side, putting Kupp and Cooks alone on the left side of that formation. Gerald Everett, the lone receiving target on the right side of the formation. Todd Gurley on the left hip of Cousins. As the Rams looking to cash in on 3rd and 8 off the interception. He'll look underneath. He'll find Tyler Higbee. Trying to get the angle. Lowers for the truck. Gets to the 4-yard line. Will they give him the first down? They will indeed. Tyler Higbee. Simple little drag route underneath.
Yeah, Higbee's getting a lot of catches right now because he knows OSU's calling the game right now. Reminiscent of the fantasy football. Tyler Higbee. Week 16 he did that? Week 15? 17.
It was week 15.
Nick's still pretty upset about that one, huh?
He's 2nd on my hate list behind Josh Hill.
Because Josh Hill didn't catch the fake field goal from Madden 15, 16.
It was Madden.
Josh Hill.
It was with the Panthers. Yeah, it was with the Panthers. It was 17.
Hey, and he didn't just drop the ball. He dropped a wide open.
It was probably the best play call I've ever had in my career.
Oh, no, it was. It definitely was. Probably in NBL history. It was one of those, and nobody expected that. And we were actually, I think you were the one streaming too. So
yeah, I was.
Nobody even knew you had called the fake because you just called it off the field goal screen, right? So we just assumed that, and we saw it. Oh, what's going on here? And then
doing TFA on the call. Big shout out to Dak on Madden with the follow on Twitch. Appreciate the love, man. 3rd down and goal. I formation. Cooks to the left, Kupp to the right. Everett on the left side of that formation. No Todd Gurley. Henderson in the game at halfback, so signal to the 49ers, we're not running the ball. It is Cousins. Boy, it looked like he had a window there, but he's going to throw it to Kupp back of the end zone. 2 linebackers over there, neither make the play, and Cooper Kupp cashes in off the turnover.
Yeah, you live and die with throws right there, and LA's died a lot this year, but right there they're going to live a little bit there with the touchdown here in San Francisco. A little battle of California going on between the Niners and the Rams, but the real battle is the person who loses is actually the winner because they're going to end up moving up on the draft board.
Ooh, dangerous throw underneath to Harrell by Mariota, but it's caught. Set up a 3rd and 7 for the Tennessee Titans.
Hey, you got to watch Tennessee right now. This is an opportunity to go up 2 scores on Cincinnati. Big 3rd and 7 coming up. If they can continue to move the chains, drive the ball down the field, you get up even 10-0. Just 2 scores, a touchdown and a field goal. Puts a lot of pressure on Cincy. They're not a team that really deals well with playing from behind.
Did Pricey already play his Week 17 game?
First lip? No.
Oh, it's against Lip. So he's going to complete another perfect season?
The reverse?
The anti-perfect season?
The perfect. Reverse perfect.
By the way, if the
I was going to say
Rams-
perverse, but that's
No, that's not it.
actually
It's
a
not
word.
if the Rams do lose this game,
Yeah.
they will clinch the number 2 pick.
Yeah.
Ooh, bad pass. Oh, by Rudolph, and Peters picks it off, and the Rams ruining their draft stock as we speak. He'll take it down to the 11-yard line.
Yeah, that's 2 good reads by October. You had a slant on the right side, little, what's that, shallow post there on the left side, and he's just not getting any production from Mason Rudolph at the quarterback position. As I said, both of these teams in need of a quarterback, but Kirk Cousins saying, look, I can do it here in Week 17. I'm just starting to figure this thing out.
Well, great
Defense.
field position, by the way, for the Rams. They're going to go empty backfield with Kirk Cousins, and it's a big blitz. It looked like might have been a cover 0 or maybe a cover 1 blitz. No, it looked like cover
I think
0
it was
hero.
0. Yep.
And find a way to hit the pivot route and only pick up 5.
Yeah, a little zig on the right side. You just got to get out of those routes just a little quicker, a little faster. Give Kirk Cousins an opportunity to get rid of the ball a little earlier. You're probably walking into the end zone.
Another empty backfield set. This time a 3-man rush. Diving catch. Oh, Todd Gurley. Looking like a wide receiver out there. Call him X Factor. Just set up a 3rd and 1.
Hey, here we go. The Rams trying to go up multiple scores. The Niners are kind of funny. They can get down early and then make their way back, or they can get a lead early and end up collapsing. Right now it's looking like the latter here for San Francisco.
Hand off to Todd Gurley. He's going to hit the end zone. Easy little stretch run for Todd Gurley. Gurley, you can't be serious. Up 13-0. Ric Flair asking in the chat, is Serp in the running for the first pick? No. Price has got that one locked down at 0-15. He's got the lock.
Man, Price is getting another. What is the most number 1 overall picks in NBL history? Price he had to have already beaten it, right?
Oh, yeah, he definitely. Because he's also been here forever. His Greer outside of the pocket. It looked like a little sit route over the middle. 1 of 5, 11 yards. Bomber, that's the Will Greer we've all come to know and love.
Yeah, just kind of tippy-toe to the left, kind of aimlessly drifting is what I like to call it, and then just fires the ball to a pretty blanketed wide receiver hoping to get a bailout.
Joe Mixon takes the carry up the middle of the 31-yard line. He's given 5, and that should take us to the end of the first quarter. The score 7-0, Tennessee on top, but Cincinnati with the ball. Go to the double box just for a second. It is 14-0 in our other game in San Francisco. It's been 2 interceptions, so we're almost halfway to that 5.5 number.
What do I get? What do I win? Give me.
You get what I try to give that guy on Twitter.
Wait, you're going to give me some NBL merch?
Yeah.
Oh, nice,
I'll send
dude.
you
Not that jacket, though.
No, I'm sending you the jacket. I didn't say it had to be good.
Hey, I don't want that used jacket you got with the letters falling off. Please, no.
Greer had a first down for sure and chucks up well, Brad is Brad.
Yo, Will Greer, obviously, he
the
lacks.
first down like 20 yards.
No, Phillip Rivers at 75 could have ran. Peyton Manning could have ran for that first down.
Tom Brady with his 58 speed could have picked up a first down.
Oh, my gosh. That was a 3rd and 5. And he takes a deep shot down on the left side of the field. It's just quite the aggressiveness. I'm going to do it in my Pricey voice, the potential why he probably threw that.
Bomber.
I'm a gunslinger, Brommer.
Bummer. I'm a gunslinger, man. I could have picked up 60. 3rd and 11 for the San Francisco 49ers. Going to be Mason Rudolph dropping back to pass. Pressure up the middle, and down goes Rudolph. Who else but number 99, Aaron Donald with the sack, and the 49ers going to be forced to punt this one away.
Yeah, I want to know how you get the NBL logo with the cool shades on. How do you do that? You know how to do that, Nick?
Nope.
Or did Jamie figure something out?
I have no answers. Mariota up the middle. Ball's out. Picked up by Cincinnati. When your offense can't move, well, you might as well get a play from your defense. As Eric G getting aggressive with Mariota. And now, in my Pricey voice, I assume Brad was going, see, that's why I didn't take off, man. Could have fumbled the ball.
Well, yeah, that goes back to the easiest way to slide is just let off the triggers and then just hit X, because if you try to do any kind of, what is it, left trigger X or left trigger, right trigger X to give yourself up.
Both triggers.
Yeah. Yeah, I've tried to do that, and it's done that before, and it's just not even worth that risk. That's quite the drop back for the Cincinnati Bengals, right?
It's like a 9-yard drop back.
Yeah, 9-yard drop back to throw a pass that's luckily 2 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Will send it Greer. Love it. How about another
Nice
turnover
job,
this
PJ.
time for the other side? The 49ers getting an interception on the left side of your screen. And John Ross wide open. Little swerve inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. Cincinnati in business.
Doesn't it show you how blind the Los Angeles Rams are at the quarterback position? You get man coverage. You run a streak with a crosser on it, right? It's man coverage, and you see the users on top of it. He throws it in.
Yeah.
I guess I'll take the risk.
I
That's
dare
3
you.
already, Nick.
I dare you. Pick it off. Oh, you did? Oh, you picked it off? All right. Joe
Yeah.
Mixon fights the 1-yard line. Mason Rudolph on 1st and 10. Pressure from the outside out. Well, that's why maybe you don't care as much, because so far the defense has been swarming on Mason Rudolph as Ebukam able to get in the backfield.
I thought it was a Bukum.
I don't know. I'm going to call him.
Oh, you've pronounced every name so right so many times that I thought I was just completely wrong. So you look at Samson on the season. He's been
Let's
able
go
to,
first name. Screw it. I know how to say Samson.
Samson so far in the season, only 2 sacks. Last year he had 11. NBL season 42 he had 7. 41 he had 8. Obviously this Rams team is just, even their quality players are just not playing well right now. Even on the defensive side of the ball, just not getting any consistency. But tonight they look to be firing at all cylinders because they're trying to really ruin their draft stock there.
What was the quarterback name that I kept having to pronounce?
I forget. I know the scenario.
Somebody will tell
and I
me
could
in the
not
text.
pronounce it right.
2nd and 32. Rudolph dropping back, stepping left side. He's going to take a shot. Double coverage. Picked off. All right, fine. 5.5 was a little conservative. Basically an arm pump, but Bates will take it the other way. 3rd down and goal.
That's 4 turnovers, and we're not even at the half yet.
We're dropping back on 3rd down, looking back at the end zone. Has a man. Big hit. Prize that ball free, though, and Cincinnati's going to have to settle for a field goal. Unless they're
What is that guy wearing? Look at that guy's gear. He's got the darkest visor. He's got some weird things on his arm. That's called that Brad swag, that brag.
I don't like brag. Big is up. It is good. 7-3 the score. But Luke Kuechly retiring. Crazy, man.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Luke Kuechly's retiring.
In the NFL?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I can see why, though. That's wild, right?
Yeah, it's nuts.
Wow, he was a 99 forever. Madden-wise, that's going to be a huge drop to the Carolina Panthers. They're going to be a really wild card. That Project Fat just...
Retiring at the age of 28. Nuts. 3rd down and 10 for the Los Angeles Rams.
It's a physical game, and he played it at a physical high level for a long time. What was it, 5-6 years? When did he come out?
7. I think he came out at 21.
So 7 years, yeah. And he played, he's just always nose for the ball, everywhere around the ball. You know, he probably did in 7 years what a lot of guys, it would take him 14 to do, you know, as far as his hits and stuff.
Yep. But welcome to welcome to the cost of the game. You know, everyone's playing faster and harder and hitting harder than anybody has ever had. You're gonna see
and you got to
more of
start
that.
wondering, hey, man, we don't know what he's going, you know.
A lot of concussions.
He might have, yeah, exactly.
He
He might have stuff where he's like, they're telling him, like, dude, one more of those, bro. It's like, it's really risky at this point. I mean, he made enough money probably, you know, it's good for life. If he does right by it. It's just crazy to hear because it's just think of that prime athlete, you know.
Here in our game, Tennessee almost picked up the first down. 3rd and 16, they got 15 and a half, but they're going to have to punt this ball back to the Cincinnati Bengals. It is 7-3 in that one. Other game, 14-0 LA on top over San Francisco. Gamers World Lounge, how long does an application take for a response after I do it for this league?
Let us know.
Just
You go
depends
to
on the
3.
wait list, man.
Yeah, it just depends on grid. I mean, right now it shouldn't be, you know, they're going to message you in about a day. This is a lot of Look at this. Look at this. I make this throw all the time. Oh, actually, I don't. With the guy in front of him.
No,
I don't.
It was just right in front of him. He was running the drag route.
Oh, he kind of overthrew it a little bit. It seemed like
a bit of a jump because he was like trailing him. But
oh, okay, yeah. That's 5. Looks like I'm getting some NBL merch.
I got a jacket for you, unbranded.
No, it is branded. It's just got a letter hanging on by like the.
Not anymore. There's no letter hanging on anymore.
Can you glue it back on, dude? Can you at least use one of those glue sticks to get it back on?
No, I'll get like a white Sharpie and I'll draw it.
Okay, that's cool.
Or I can give you the other jacket, which on the back, it doesn't say Legacy anymore. It just says Legay, which is kind of weird.
Better watch out. Dubes is probably watching this.
What's up, Dubes? 14-0 LA on top, and great field position. 29 seconds and counting. Ball is on the 18-yard line. Cousins dropping back to pass on 3rd and 7. Looking over the middle, looking for Gerald Everett. Why not? Possession catch in front of the safety, and it's a touchdown for the Rams in firm control to ruin their tank.
Yeah, these guys just really don't understand what they're even trying to accomplish here at this point. But I told you, Serp cannot control himself. When he gets on NBL Live, no matter what the situation might be, he's going balls to the wall, and he's going to put it all on the line. And right now, you're seeing it tonight. They're arguably playing their best game of the season.
Pens can get the ball back on 4th and 21, 46 seconds and counting off this return. Nice little juke move from Patton inside the 40, nearing midfield. To be taken down at the 47-yard line. Entrant saying, so I heard a rumor OSU is getting loggerheads on Saturday. I'm not going to confirm nor deny that rumor. I'm just saying I may show up to your house with beer and wings. So I'm like your perfect wife.
How many times does Train bring up loggerheads, though?
It's so good, man. It's worth it.
Is it worth it?
Oh, yeah, it's so worth it. It's worth it that I'm driving about 40 minutes out of my way to pick it up. So that's how good it is. And I don't drive out of my way for food. I'll eat anything.
It looks good. I mean,
It's
based
fire.
on the pictures, I haven't had that opportunity to try it. I do know when I do try it and Train's around, the first thing I'm going to say is, oh, this place is garbage.
Horrible. Blech.
Last time these two teams met was in Week 9. Final score, guess what it was? Take a guess.
Ooh, final score of that game. Oh, that's picked off. Nice pick from
Come on, Eric.
Yeah, you're talking about the Rams and the Niners, right?
Yeah, Rams and Niners. They met in Week 9.
I'm going to guess the score of that one was like 6-3.
It was 20-13. Who do you think won?
Rams.
San Francisco 49.
Really? It was not one of their
gaming
two
them
wins.
here right now? You think San Francisco coaching and front office is gaming these Rams a little bit right now?
The hustle.
I mean, this is a big flip in the draft right here if the Rams.
Gibbs, what about All-Star? Read my Yelp review. 7-3 the score here in Cincinnati. I don't know if Cincinnati technically has a shot at that final spot in the playoffs. It would require a loss.
No, they don't. Not with 8 losses. They got 8 losses. Oh, no, they have 7. It's correct. It could be a 3-way tie. If the Jets lose as well. They need the Jets to lose. And then it could be a 3-way tie or even a 2-way, but I don't think they have the tiebreaker over the Jets, so they need it to be a 3-way tie.
So Brad's offense is just crossing routes and bombs, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I have
and then
yet to
corner
see
blitzes
like a
on
drag
defense.
route. Yeah, okay, cool. Just checking.
That's why, I mean, that's going to put you at about 500 because if you're in a division and you're matching up against the bottom people of the other divisions.
What's up, Train? What's up, Porter? Looking right down the seam to the tight end. It's a bomb over the top, and it's a touchdown. Nice throw to the tight end. The Bengals take the lead 9-7.
What has that guy got on? Is anybody? We got to do a gear check on Brad. We're going to have to impose some penalties on some of the style that he's putting on these guys. It looks pretty terrible.
Or lack thereof.
Second
down and 4 right side of your screens. We go to the double box. Rams up 21-0, and with the ball, they really don't want that number 2 overall pick. It is Gurley in the backfield, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Play action pass for Cousins, because why not? See if you can get more. Throw it to the completely covered guy and get it picked off by Kelly. Oh, look at it. It's like the world's best bakery. Turnovers everywhere as Kelly will go out of bounds. It's going to be a block in the back.
It was 5.5, right?
And yeah, it was 5.5. And we are, let's do the math here, 37 seconds into the second half.
Let's double up here. I don't want just one thing of merch. How about, what would you want to go to?
I will send you both of the jackets that I have.
Let's go 2.5 more. I'll take the over again. All right, double it.
Leave the beer and loggerheads at the door, though. Whoa. Hurtful. I am a delight to be around. At least that's what I tell people.
He said leave it at the door. Oh, man, that's pretty funny.
I ain't leaving anything.
No, San
Corner out to
Francisco.
Kittle.
There we
and
go.
there goes George Kittle. Rack him up. George to the house. San Francisco technically back in this ball game, 21-6.
George Kittle is an absolute beast. Expect Madden 21. He's got to be a 99. I mean, that guy's been one of the most dominant tight ends I've seen. Physically, he's quick. He can block. He has strength. I mean, this guy's just a beast.
Just throw the beer and loggerheads in the middle of the yard like Alaska Airlines. Kuz, you think I'm leaving? Like, it's not. This isn't like I'm going to give him the cash first and then he gives me the hostage. No. These wings are way more valuable than my friendship. So I'm not getting in the door unless the wings.
Just leave the bones there. Just leave the bones at the door.
Up, crossing route.
Crosser.
Up, crosser. We're going to do a drinking game. Take a shot every time there's a crosser from Brad.
Yeah, just put contain on. All his throws are at the numbers. Throws at the numbers every time. Corner blitz this guy, Eric. Come on.
Double
Represent the
voltage in
AFC
chat.
South.
He's going up DV. He's going 95 plus for Kittle for sure. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I don't know if he'll hit that 99, but he'll be 95 plus. 1st and 10 for Will Greer and the Bengals underneath. Little drag route. Oh, owie.
There's a wall there. Drag underneath. This is that John Ross. No, that's Garrison Dale, former first-round pick, big receiver. He's the one that actually has the physical ability to be that possession receiver, but just can't get it done. As you see, Gurley misses a hole right there.
Had easy 10 yards up the middle, but try to go outside with it. Will Greer on 2nd down and 8. Dropping back, chucking it up.
Crosser.
Why not? Another crosser. Take a shot to the 21-yard line.
Is that a tight end? I got to know what play he's even calling that continuously gets a crosser
sample
from a tight end.
Great question. 1st and 10. He's in the bunch.
I can't think of I only have a couple in my playbook.
Toss play to Mixon. He'll maybe get a yard on the play. 6 carries, 17 yards. Right side of screen. 1st and 10 for the Los Angeles Rams. Up 21-7. Cousins corner route. It's been there all day. Cooper Kupp with the catch to the 36-yard line. 14-17. 146. 2 touchdowns and 2 picks.
Yeah, Itoba's got to do a better job clicking on there. Click on a little bit earlier, then go for the swat. A little bit of a late click on there. Didn't have enough time to get underneath and make a play.
Crosser. This one.
Maybe they're posts that he's running, and he just lets him come across.
No, it's a lot of those routes. I think Jamie's right. It's a lot of that single back bunch ace, single back ace. Where you have 2 tight
with like
ends.
the lazy pull,
Yeah.
like it's like a lazy pull. It's a cross.
So lazy,
okay,
well, there are some crossers like like ace out of ace. There's that wide receiver stretch, like ace wide receiver stretch that has that. It's a lot of those plays. That tight end has like 10 targets already. Fact, can confirm. Will Greer, 3rd down and 9. Looking up the seam. What a throw! And then he makes throws like that. Where did that come from?
I got to give him credit on that one. That is a dot throw right there. In coverage against the zone. Finds a soft spot.
Uh-oh. Touchdown.
Got to go for the swat.
Touchdown. Touchdown. Who else but Brandon Cooks over the top?
Can't get out of his own way. Welcome to the SERP world here on NBL Live Broadcast 3, 2, 3 here on the NBL Network.
We got 3 LeBrons. 1st and goal. Sample split out wide right. Bunch to the left side.
3 Jordans.
We got 3 LeBrons. It's a handoff to Mixon up the middle. Nice little shimmy shake. Eric G in trouble as the Cincinnati Bengals have stormed back. They've taken a 2-score lead with 17 unanswered.
Yeah, update on the Los Angeles Chargers Jacksonville Jaguar game. Almost another pick by them. Chargers up 9-3 with about $1:13 left in the 2nd quarter. And the Jacksonville Jaguars are on their own 25-yard line, 2nd and 10. So that game has big-time playoff implications in the sense that if the Chargers win, they're right there. They have the tiebreaker over the New York Jets. But if the Bengals win, it turns into a 3-way tie, and I don't know how that would get situated in that sense. I don't know who would win that. I haven't done the research on that. But the Jets take on the New England Patriots here in Week 17. They control their fate. And I'll tell you what, the Patriots don't want to lose either. It'll put them in a 3-way tie at the 1, 2, 3. You never know how those are gonna land out as well.
Reese's got it straight up, right?
It's not good. Do not switch to that.
It's not.
Good.
It's not. How is your bit rate that bad with a 720 stream? Can I ask that?
Yeah, he must have it at like 1,500.
Like, I've never seen a stream so blocky that is at 720.
Yeah, Sir put his to 5,000, and it doesn't look bad.
Oh, it's been great ever since we had the buffering issue.
Yeah.
Any problems? He says, knock on wood. Deep pass
Oh,
for
no.
Eric G. Swatted away.
Oh, pick it! I guess he doesn't want to give up the field position there, but that definitely could have been an interception
On
there for
second down,
Brad.
you picked that ball off.
Tennessee's in trouble.
Tennessee in lots of trouble. T-Jack's in the chat saying, let's go Bengals. Something that almost 8 people in Cincinnati have said in their lives. 3rd and an entire million, and he's going to pick it up because did he call a cover 2?
No, he
Called a
called
cover 2 blitz.
Dude, that is probably one of the worst. You pick up that blitz, you step up, the middle of the field is spread wide open. Watch Watkins here on this corner.
Cover 2 blitz.
This might be
3rd
man
and
coverage.
25.
Watch RB. It is.
Mariota, little angle route to Harold. 3rd and 26, and you're running dime blitz 2 high safety looks, so you're telegraphing that there's going to be open over the middle. As how about George Kittle with the catch, and the 49ers, it's been the Kittle train. Love me a big old bag of Kittle corn into the end zone.
Thought you were going to say Skittles. I thought we were going to say Kittles. But you went kettle corn, huh?
I did.
Did not expect that one. All the lager talk, I didn't think we'd get into kettle corn.
Unpopular opinion, I do not like kettle corn.
It's all right. You know what is good, though? Those popcorn places that have been popping up where they, like, mix. Have you seen them? It's like a bunch of them now.
Popcornopolis?
Yeah, stuff like that. They're like cheese and all that is like crazy. It's super expensive. It's stupid expensive.
Oh, it's very much it.
But it's like terrible for you. You can just eat it and tell how. I mean, it's super tasty.
But I'm like a salty pop. I don't like sweet popcorn. Like caramel corn, kettle corn. I like to be clear, if you put kettle corn in front of me, I probably am going to eat it. But you put anything in front of me that's not kale, and I'll probably eat it. 17-7. Uh-oh. He's got the seam wide open, and he threw a lob. And
too much speed on that secondary if you just lob the ball up there.
Why did he lob it to the outside, too? Just bullet past that. Whatever. Anyways, Draco in the chat, a.k.a. Riri, saying, I hate popcorn.
Gosh, Draco, you're so weird.
2nd and 10 for Mariota, stepping up in the pocket. Pressure, he gets rid of it. Oh, he found the bullet pass. Oh, and he fights off 2 tackles and gets in the end zone. Get off me, we go full beast mode in Tennessee.
87, the tight end, making plays for days here. And that is, I believe that's Joshua. No, it's not Joshua Perkins. It's the tight end 2 here. Wow, that's just a phenomenal play. And the tight end position, going to get them right back in this game. They were just down 10.
Yeah, another pick. Yeah, we know.
Oh, San Francisco got the ball. I'm telling you, man, these 2 games have been pretty good so far.
2 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Pistol formation for Derek Carr in at quarterback now for the San Francisco 49ers. Full wide set, 2 to each side as Carr drops back to pass. It's a blitz right up the middle. A little out route to Robinson. Nice read, and put your 4s up in the chat. We're in 4th quarter in one of our games. It is a 2-score lead for the Los Angeles Rams with the 49ers. Got the ball, and they're driving? I mean, they're on the 33.
Update on the Los Angeles Chargers-Jacksonville game. 8 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. The Chargers are up 16-3 as they're trying to keep their hopes alive for the playoffs in NBL Season 43.
1st and 10. Gun. Looks like that's a gun cluster week. Quick throw up the seam. That's Robinson with the catch. Another big play to the 47-yard line, but a flag down in our other game, and it looks like, yep, up to the 36-yard line already is the Cincinnati Bengals, because why not? They're up 17-14, and an opportunity to add to their lead.
Yeah, a lot of times in the NBL, it's all about how you respond. A big score there from the Tennessee Titans. You got to respond back here with the Cincinnati Bengals. Derek Carr has came in for San Francisco and done a pretty good job putting the ball where they wanted to. As I think he's like 5 or 6 so far in a touchdown.
Good to see, man. Go back to the double boxes. Joe Mixon trying to find some room. Not the greatest run stick I've ever seen. Both these teams near that 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the 49ers, right side of your screen. Derek Carr dropping back to pass. 5-man rush. Nice throw to Robinson. A little bit of a late click on from Serp, and that allows Robinson to make the catch. How about Derek Carr coming into the game? 6 of 7, 148 and a touchdown.
Yeah, he's starting to find a little groove here. They started with Mason Rudolph, and it didn't work out well. And now the San Francisco 49ers offense is humming a bit here with 4:40 left.
By the way, big shout out to Bibs201 and Glorious Futgoat with the follows here on Twitch. Appreciate guys hitting that follow button. 1st and 10 inside the red zone. And how about Matt Breida? Or not, Sony Michel with the carry to the 8-yard line. Give him 7. A tight throw into coverage for Will Greer. And he's going to pick up a first down. I don't know how he held on to that through the hit stick, but he did. And now the Bengals in the red zone.
You got to wonder about these visors on the Cincinnati Bengals. It's kind of ridiculous at this point. It seems like every person that catches the ball has the darkest visor, as almost if their eyes got dilated early in the day.
Derek Carr just ran a quarterback blast and is hurt.
Oh, no.
Welcome back in, Mace. 3rd down and 1. Boy, Carr was so good and looked like he might have had a touchdown, but he took a hit and then stayed down. 3rd and 1. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers for Rudolph. Gonna play it safe and hand it to Breida. That was not good at all. 4 carries, negative 12 yards, and Derek Carr's out with a dislocated knee. Okay, why not Andy Isabella?
Wow.
How about Andy Isabella? Making that look like a peewee defense out there. Give me that.
I'll tell you what, Nick, you know how to pick him because that is definitely a player we needed to watch today. He's been unbelievable, exceptional so far here in NBL Live Broadcast 323. This looks like a run to me. You get trips to the left side, 84 standing up on the right side. Yeah.
Read option and walks into the end zone. Joe Mixon says thank you. 4th down and 4 in San Francisco. Down by 2 scores. Knowing they need to find something. Man in motion. Looking at the slant route. Picked off because that's sort of how we do it. Kittle can't make the tackle, and there goes Peters. Juke move on Michelle. Wow. Breaking tackles. Gets down to the 29-yard line. Marcus Peters, 2nd pick of the game.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of action back and forth here. Turnovers have been insane. That's now turnover number 7 on the day between both of these teams. 5 for the Niners and 2 for the Rams. And you got to think, you got 5 turnovers from the San Francisco 49ers, but yet, they're only down 14 here in the 4th quarter.
Looking for Calvin Vaughn over the top, and Vaughn says, hey, Andy Isabella, I can do that too. Let's go for the Titans.
Hey, one more 20-yard pass, and our man Calvin Vaughn's going to unlock Most. And it can get real interesting there if they can get a touchdown here if he can unlock.
We'll put him on a slant route there. Mariota looks over the middle. He's got Perkins. Nice catch. Oh, the Titans, they're in a rhythm now. Eric G going, all right, this is how you play Madden.
Yeah, you look at Paul Perkins on the season. He's been, Joshua Perkins, 46 catches, 578 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3rd in on their team in yards, 2nd in receptions, and 3rd in touchdowns. He's been a viable asset there for this team in NBL season 43. That's terrible.
That should have been picked off. By the way, I'm watching Serp's play calling. It's amazing. He calls the worst plays and then hot routes every single receiver. And okay, well, didn't want to pick that off.
Hey, if he goes for the pick, he probably misses. At this time, he's just playing it safe there. It's 24. I mean, just look at the way he turned around. If he went for the pick, he probably doesn't track that at all. 28-14, they're still in this game. What's the chances of San Francisco making a comeback,
0.
sending this to OT? 0? All right, we'll keep the percentage up. See if we can get aggressive down the field.
How about the Bengals sending the heat from the corner? Oh, no, that was everybody. Sent the cover 0 hero. Good time for that one. 3rd and 17. Tennessee 3-29 and counting. No, it was amazing. I watched him call this play. I watched Serp call the play. It had a hitched. It had an option route for the tight end. And it had like a sit route.
Mm-hmm.
And he audibled to streak, drag, streak. I was like, all right.
He just cleared out one side of the field. Yeah.
Woods into the game at quarterback now.
Gosh. They just need a quarterback bad. I mean, really bad. That guy has a nice little throwing motion, though.
Mariota with one of the worst throwing motions I've ever seen on a drag route, picks it up.
Well, I mean,
Double Vulture saying another dark visor on that linebacker.
The ball just left his hand before he could follow through. Wow.
The sound effect, by the way, on that throw was, eh. 2nd and 10, chucking it up, looking for Sony Michel. Man, there are a lot of guys you could look for, and that's not it. Mason Rudolph, 3 of 10, 90 yards, a touchdown, and 5 interceptions.
I like the shuffling at quarterback. We just saw Woods in there. He threw a terrible pass. He's gone.
Woods, like, he comes in, like, I got this, coach. I missed on that first one, and Coach October's like,
it all points back to Mason Rudolph. For some reason, he has the longest, time out there with horrible play. Right there, almost trying to throw another pick.
Tried.
Look at that, 5 interceptions, 3 for 11. And I've seen him. I mean, at least 2 or 3 of those picks have just been terrible throws by him. The other one you could probably put on the user. But, man, Mason Rudolph, he's one of those guys, if he hits free agency in NBL Season 44, nobody should touch him, right? After this game, we've all witnessed it, right?
Yeah. I want to give a big shout out to our sponsor of NBL Live this entire cycle. It is Elgato. They've been absolutely phenomenal as a support of the NBL Network. Make sure you check them out. Elgato.com if you want to up your streaming game. San Francisco pick up that first down. But it's not looking good. Coming up on the network, we got Building the Franchise Wild Card Round right here on Twitch for the Green Bay Packers. We'll have some playoff broadcasts, and then coming up next Tuesday, we're back on Madden Live. It'll be the Super Bowl here for Season 43. Don't miss out on that one. As Mason Rudolph, he had 3 receivers over there and threw it to none of them. Nobody. Maybe October's regretting that quarterback blast.
Oh, they pick up a first down?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, I was looking down. There's just sweet.
Serp ran a cover 0 hero on 4th and 10, and he just had a curl route at the line. Mixing with the carry, he'll pick up a first down. Man,
Going straight, dude.
Yeah, just stay away from the tackle. Hurd makes the catch for San Francisco. They use their first time out of the game.
Yeah, right there. Poole's getting inside leverage. I mean, just stay right off tackle, and you would have been okay. As Joe Mixon, they're trying to run this game out. $1:36 left. Tennessee's in trouble. Not deciding to burn any timeouts here, obviously, because they just picked up the first down.
Ooh, that could have been a pick, but Robinson makes the catch. 1st and 10 for the Bengals. Go to the double boxes. Both these guys sort of in weird situations late in the game. They'll hand it to Mixon. Tennessee defense has left a little bit to be desired as almost another pick for Mason Rudolph.
And the AFC's getting real crazy now. With this loss, if Tennessee does lose this game, it'll put them at 6 losses. The Jets are currently at 6 losses. The Jets have to play the Patriots. We're all thinking the Patriots are going to run away with that game, right? Which will put the Jets to 7 losses. But the win with the Bengals today would put them at 7 losses as well, 9-7. Chargers are up 23-6 in the third quarter. If they win, it'll be a 3-way tie between the Jets, the Bengals, and the Chargers. And I'll tell you what.
In week 17?
Who does who play?
The Jets.
The Jets play the Patriots.
Oh. All right, there's another pick. So that one's done. Officially. I mean, we all pretty much know this. As the Rams are going to ruin their draft stock and get to 3 wins, and that makes sort of a logjam for the number 2 pick. They were the lone 2-win team. Now there's a lot of time.
Yeah, the Niners now move up.
Serp saying, I wanted the L. You didn't show it very well.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Serp doesn't play for that. And Joe Mixon runs right into the defense as quick as possible so that Tennessee burns a timeout and no time really comes off the clock. I'm telling you what, it's pretty risky giving Mariota a chance here.
Bit of a drop drag. Entry just asked me in my GroupMe DMs if I like cheesecake.
Who doesn't? Junior's cheesecake.
It's a good question. It's not that good a question. Have you met me? All right, we're going to stick with this game until the conclusion. And Tennessee, this is your chance. Need a guap drive from Marcus Mariota. Down by 7 to the Bengals. Ooh, look for that seam, maybe? Oh, that out route, though, was nice. Oh, he's just going to chug it to Calvin Vaughn. He wants that Moss to get activated.
Yeah, but the thing about the Moss, doesn't have to be 50 yards, as it looks like the Los Angeles Chargers are close to scoring again here at the end of the third quarter. They're up 23-6 still, and a nice throw by Jimmy G finding his tight end as he gets down to the 12-yard line. 15 seconds left in the third. Chargers look like they're running away with this one.
Slant route right in front of that linebacker in that cover one. That's Calvin Vaughn one more time.
Need a spike. Need a spike here.
Nope, he's going to try to run a play. 8-second runoff, which I think is pretty generous as Mariota drops back to pass on 1st and 10. Going out to the left side. Man, that crosser just stopped. That's
Why'd
a
he
pet
stop?
peeve of
Yeah.
mine. That's a pet peeve of mine.
You notice that if you run a crosser and you get any kind of bumped, as there now 9 seconds left, that's why I would have spiked the ball. I would have ran a play where I didn't have to feel so forced to have to run whatever came up on my audibles, right? And then I could have got something that would have got me out of bounds to the sideline.
Timeout taken by Cincinnati. So 9 seconds. Looking for maybe an out route.
Yeah, I would take an out route there on the left side, and I'd get out of bounds, and then I'd probably do it again, and then I'll take a shot into the end zone.
Turn that stop clock so you're going to have some corner routes on the outside.
Yeah, watch the right side, yeah.
See if that offensive line can hold up long enough for them to get open. Thanks, Underoath. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, the crosser stopping is just a pet peeve. I hate it. There's a corner out. Looking for him. It's tight coverage, though, with Jackson. Did not get the feet in bounds. 4
I believe
seconds
he held on to that, though.
It's a nice catch.
Yeah, Chargers score a touchdown. They're now up 30-6 on Jacksonville. Looks like Jacksonville's hopes of playing spoiler died early in this game as the Chargers are going to fall to improve, to 9-7.
Try to run the Wildcat, make it happen. Harold going left side, trying to find some room, but that's going to end it. Cincinnati takes the win. Scorch Muffins, these are 2 people. We're a full 32-man franchise. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in. As it's going to be the Titans losing to the Bengals. So my 99-0 prediction was no good. And
I told you, man, something about the Bengals, man. They could just hang in there against these teams that put some pressure on you.
Fool me once with the crosser, shame on me. Fool me 18 times in a game. At some point, you got to play defense. I don't know what to tell you. So the playoff picture gets a little murkier in the AFC. The Jets do have a game with the New England Patriots still to play, but if they don't win that one, which, by the way, would mean the New England Patriots move to 15-1, you will have the Cincinnati Bengals at 9-7, the New York Jets at 9-7, and the Los Angeles Chargers at 9-7, and then start rolling the dice as to what those tiebreakers look like.
I think it might be in favor of the Jets here.
I think so. On the flip side, it looks like the NFC is solidified. So wild card round, you got some really interesting matchups. You're going to have the Green Bay Packers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. That's going to be on Building the Franchise. And you got the Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Giants. In a game that the Panthers, I mean, man, that...
No, the Panthers are going to take on the Redskins. Redskins win the division. Giants missed the playoffs.
Oh, yes. Daddy Leagues did not update the...
it's not, it doesn't do the tiebreakers.
It doesn't matter. JB's going to win that game. So, anyways, Ooh, did I say that loud? That's my fault.
It's 100% true. JB's not going to play them. I think JB he's 12-4 now, so he's at the 2. It'll be Falcons versus Redskins, which is a rematch, from last season when they played in the playoffs.
And I'm just saying
the Redskins won.
Double voltage asking who beat Motor.
Motor wasn't here. He was in Mexico. Took a forced loss.
Oh my God, taking a forced loss. Who would do that?
Yeah, what an idiot, right?
Anyways, what a broadcast here for number 323. Reminder, we got Building the Franchise right here on Twitch. Is that going to be tomorrow or Thursday? Probably Thursday?
What's that?
Building the Franchise Thursday night?
Yeah, we'll schedule it. We'll be posting. Follow us on Twitter at MBL Network at Bomber League, and we'll have the information on BTF. I got to see when the 2 guys can get lined up. It looks like it's going to be Cardinals versus Packers, which means we might have 2 more episodes of Building the Franchise if all things fall correctly. I'm excited. I think the Packers got a legit shot this season.
It'll be a lot of fun, guys. Make sure you keep with the NBL Network throughout the playoffs. And, of course, we got our Madden live stream coming up on Tuesday, which will be Super Bowl for Season 43. You're not going to want to miss that one. We had a great night. Appreciate everybody who hung out with us all night long for NBL Live Broadcast 323. We're going to get out of here, but for my co-host Bomber, I am Nick Vizesco. Thank you again for tuning in to the NBL Network, and we will see you next time right here on NBL Live.
I just want to say, hey, man, this is T.O., cover athlete of the Madden 19 Hall of Fame edition, and you're watching the gold standard of the franchise mode, the MBL Network. Holla.